You either use the internet for fun or you use the internet to grow. You're here to grow. Welcome to TRS Clips.
When they came into power, they had a 15-year game plan that I know of. Maybe they have a 25-year game plan, possible. But I know that they had a 15-year game plan. And the very first speech that he gave from the Red Fort, he spoke about Swachh Bharat. He spoke about cleanliness and toilets. Where did you hear that, Ranveer? Did we know about that? I, as a journalist, know this. That when we used to all women journalists, let me tell you on your show, I don't think many people know about this. All women journalists of my generation, we all have stomach-related problems. Why do we have it? We all have health-related problems. Why? Because there are no loos in this country for women. There were no loos. So if we would go out for, say, election coverage, हम लोग सुबह निकलते थे hotel से, till we didn't come back in the evening.
Wow.
There's no place to go to a loo. Men can go anywhere, no, behind the bush.
Damn.
What do you do? So you don't eat or drink. And elections, mind you, are held in summer. We don't eat or drink because if you eat or drink and you may need to use the loo, what do? So these are things which people take for granted, but there are stories which were never told. Today, thanks to him making it out in the open that you can talk about lack of toilets. You can talk about sanitary napkins in places. Jaya Bachchan spoke about on a podcast where she said that when they used to go out on shoots, there was no place to change your sanitary napkin. Can you imagine an actress of her caliber today talking about it? Why? Because the movie called Padman got made. Because India is ready to talk about things which nobody spoke about.
This is what I dislike about the extreme left. For example, I have a bunch of friends who are extreme left.
It's fine. It takes all kinds, right?
I appreciate the input in places, but they completely discount the positives of the Modi government. Like, for example, when this whole, he was in the US now and the speech happened, they won't say that, oh, did you see Modi's speech? They'll say, oh, yeah, did you see the speech? Well, did you see the reporter asking questions about atrocities from 2002? It always goes into the marketing criticism tangents without actually understanding the entire breakdown. Sure, highlight the negatives, but know about the positives of this government as well. There's a reason that they're still in power.
Everything, both sides went wrong, no? In the sense that it was a successful visit, it became victimhood. कि हाय ओबामा ने हमारे बारे में ऐसे बोला. Oh no, that one woman asked a question in a press conference and I think the Prime Minister answered well. He gave a stock shot answer of what happens, that India doesn't believe our constitution itself. We are a democracy. Of course, Prime Ministers answer like that. Tell me one Prime Minister who's admitted that we have issues, that we have riots in our country. No, when you go abroad, you say this about your country. When Obama comes, is he asked about when American presidents, why Obama? When Clinton came, did people ask him about that, oh, you have racism in your country? Blacks are ill-treated in your country? Did anybody ask him that? No. Because he's American president. He's deigned to come to a country like ours. Shashat Naman, Shashtang Pranam, that an American president came to your country. When Putin came, or Brezhnev came, or anybody came from Russia, पूछा उनसे, where is democracy in your country? You have autocracy in your country. When Xi Jinping came, पूछा उनसे. Nobody from our country ever asked, because Atithi Devo Bhava. We don't ask these uncomfortable questions.
Do you think it'll change?
As we get more confident in our own skin, we will dare to ask these questions.
So you don't think we're there yet?
I don't think we're there as yet. I haven't seen that kind of putting on the mat. Because we keep thinking that, I'm saying we in the sense of talking on behalf of Indian journalists, which I don't think I should, but I'm just saying that the idea is that here's a head of state or government who has come. So don't ask a softball question, but ask a question relating to your country and their country, which ought to be the case, right? I want to know that when you ask a head of state who has come from another country about issues with your country, you are an American. How does it matter to you what happens in India as far as domestic issues are concerned? You should be asking the American president, is it in America's benefit to have relations with India? Modi just is a prime minister who represents India. Did you ask about India, US? No. You were asking about Modi as a person.
What was the exact question?
So the question was about you say that there is democracy in our country and things like that. It's okay. She's a journalist. She's welcome to ask any question. When I say that she should have asked, again, I'm falling into the trap of, say, probably thinking that as a journalist, what I would have asked. I also asked a question of President Obama in the White House when Dr. Manmohan Singh did the state visit. That's the only other one that happened, like Modi's first state visit. Manmohan Singh did that, right? It was in 2009, if I'm not mistaken. So at that time, I asked Obama about having Pakistan as an ally when it is supporting terrorism. When I asked that question, it's not just about Pakistan, America. It's about us as Indians being a victim of terrorism. Right? So my question was on that. But it's all right. She's a journalist. She asked a question. वो answer हो गया. अब हमको क्यों इतना obsess होना है about a question? Good. She asked a question and the Prime Minister answered properly. So it was okay. So why make such a big deal about a question being asked? How dare she have the guts to ask this question and then make it about her and about her antecedents, whether she's a Muslim or a Hindu, and about Pakistani or an Indian. Never mind. Even if she's a Pakistani asking a question, chalega. How does it matter? Ask the question, answered, nikal jao. It was a damn good, successful visit as far as India is concerned. Bask in that.
Why?
It's good for us. We've signed defense deals. We've signed trade deals. We're going to get investment into our country. America is going to benefit too. They're selling to us. They're going to have more jobs because of what we are doing. So it's a win-win situation for both countries. We're not sitting in their lap, because I think America today is understanding that India is a country you can do business with, but you cannot twist and turn them. We are not like a South Korea. We are not like any other state that they have as an ally. They are respecting that we have a foreign policy which may not be in sync with them in certain matters. It's fine. I think there is a maturity in their government. And I don't mean just Democrat. It doesn't matter which party comes to power out there. I think in their decision making, there is a kind of maturity to understand that there is multiplicity of views in India, even with regard to foreign policy. And we will take decisions in the international forum which benefits India. And that can mean at any point of time being an ally or purchasing military goods from Russia, from Europe, from anywhere else. Doesn't matter what America's view is on that.
New clips released at the same time that a podcast releases. This is TRS Clips. Make sure you subscribe.